I wasn't going to do a part two, but I might as well really quick. The meal was great. The white wines really worked well with it. It wasn't overly spicy. I didn't use too much of the wasabi paste. Tuna could have been a little more underdone, but overall, successful meal. And the wines worked well. The wines accentuated the tuna with the sauce and vice versa. Both wines tasted better with the food, and both wines made the food taste better. So there was a nice marriage there. The Italian, the Tumarosso worked, and it tasted a little bit better. It's just still going to be something I don't really gravitate towards. And I guess in the $50 range, and sort of being obscure as it is, not so much of a loss. In that $50 range, there's so many other wines, you know, higher end Chard and out of Cali, Margaret River Chardonnay out of Australia, the west side of Australia, and then of course white Burgundy out of Burgundy, France. So I'm not too upset. Can't like everything. I'll give it another shot in a few years. And I know I talked about some things being an acquired taste. It's just, maybe there's a reason that one hasn't really been planted enough in Piedmont. I think there's another grape called Arnis, and that's more on the level of crisp and light-bodied white. I also remember that grape being a little bit in that rubbery sense. It works better because it's more high acid and light body, and it kind of works on the palate, where this one was a little more full-bodied. Let's say medium plus for a white, and it just felt disjointed. So it is what it is. I talked way too much about a wine I don't really like, or just isn't my preference today in 2021 of November. I am going to have a little bit of the Syrah. So the Syrah that I opened up yesterday, Papa's Block. I'm definitely going to let more of these Syrahs get more age, bottle age on them. The wine did get better over the night. Went absolutely great with the cheese, but it still felt a bit closed to me. More aromatic today. Definitely more aromatic. But I still feel a little bit closed. And I'm not getting the red velvet cake. I was going to say Black Forest, but I meant red velvet cake. The ripe dark fruit, and today I'm getting a really, really ripe raspberry flavor, aroma. It's a great wine. It's Carlisle. I don't think Carlisle's ever made a wine I didn't like, to be honest. Their whites or their reds. I certainly buy them for their Zinfandels, and most certainly the Petit Syrahs. The Alicante Boucher I had on video was unbelievably good. Their Mourvedre is really good. They have a few red blends that are really good. So all their reds have been fantastic. Even that Grenache, that Rossi Ranch, which was a little bit lighter when I first tried it, and I don't think I was the biggest fan, because I'm just used to them being a little bit bigger bodied wines at Carlisle. I grew to absolutely love it and like crave it with certain pairings, like pork or something. So it's more expressive. It's absolutely more flavorful. This needs a long decant, or I just believe more time. Just let it evolve more in the bottle. Give it another 2 years. If you've got the 2018 Papa's Block Syrah from Carlisle, or any other Syrahs. I believe their Syrahs need more time. I believe their Zinfandels are almost ready within a year and beyond. I don't like aging Zinfandel too long. I like the freshness, the zestiness, the boldness, the slight black pepper, but the bramble fruit, they call it, those furry red and black fruits, raspberries and blueberries, raspberries and blackberries, things like that. That Zinfandel, they call it bramble fruit, absolutely shows in spades on a Carlisle Zinfandel. So, and there's another component to it, and when I have my next Zinfandel, I'm going to see if I can pick it out. And I wonder if I could pick out a Carlisle Zinfandel from, let's say, an array of reds. I don't know. I haven't been blind tasted in really since my classes, and I do think it's a lot of fun, and I do intend on doing some of it maybe in the near future, and I think it'll be interesting and fun. So we go with the cheese. There's no complaint. So that's the update. That's the part 2. Tuna worked with both whites, but can't really recommend that Piedmont white, Timoroso or Dethrona, whatever the grape is called. So that's it. I promised an update. Figured I'd give it. Forget what I was doing tomorrow for food, but we'll see what tomorrow brings. That's it. Have a good night.